But at least now it can't get much worse.
But it did get worse.
Hey, how's it going, guys? It gets worse. Every day life gets worse. Life can't keep getting away with it. The YouTube, the views are here. Nobody's getting views. We're all dead. Like, it's over. You got to go get real jobs. We got to put the fries in the bag. All right, guys. How's it? Yes, it's me. It's me personally. I killed YouTube. It's my fault. Apologies for being 2 minutes late. It's not my fault though. Somebody brought me something to drink. I can't say too much more about it. But I try to be professional today, even though I have had a couple of drinks. All right, so what's happening here? There is this ongoing rumor that YouTube has killed the views, that YouTube has now changed the game so that none of us can succeed in the algorithm, and that's why the streams are down. Oh my gosh. Now, I look at my own analytics. I had a little look at my own analytics, chat, and it's not good. It's not good. Let's have a look. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Sorry, the crime lab is taking a second to load up. We'll get to this in just a second. Oh, what the fuck? Wasn't it? Damn it, this is not working. Give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. There we go. All right. Okay, it's poorly cropped. It's cropped, okay? Look at this. We used to have these big streams. And now it's going boo, 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 boo. This is true. It's true. My channel's dying. Well, not really, because I haven't been streaming a lot, and I'm covering different topics. This always happens. If I have a look at this data, I would say that the reality is that I just haven't been doing streams, and I cultivated a large audience that is more interested in sector news or something. And since I haven't been talking about it, people just haven't been tuning in as much. And that's fine. And this is a YouTube analytics type stream, which is going to be less popular overall. But there's a video by the master of the TDS, which I'll talk about in a second. Oh, that's not the right one I have. The master of the TDS, which I'll talk about in a second. And he's claiming this is because YouTube has changed from regular views to engaged views. And I was heading up to Tokyo. I was on the Shinkansen, the bullet train. I saw a post by a certain race car driver, Mr. Camelot 331. And he was crying, which is his brand. So I can't hold that against him. And he was saying, "It's over, man. My channel's dead. Everything's gone. This is the last stream ever. Get your super chats in. This is the last time we stream." And then I was like, "All right, well, I might watch the stream because I got nothing to do for 3 hours while I'm going to Tokyo." And I made a bit of a silly tweet. I was like, "It's summer. The views are down because it's summer." Which apparently lived rent-free in his head, because then he actually mentioned the stream saying, like, people that aren't YouTubers talked about it being summer, and that's the reason that the streams are down. And then I even doubled down and said, well, it's because of everyone's outside playing Frisbee. Obviously, I'm having a bit of a laugh here, but YouTube views do go down in summer. This is a reality because people are spending time outside, or they've got more free time, so they're not watching. But in Camelot's case, I will admit, there is a very shocking decline in his general average concurrent viewers from about 1,000 all the way down to 200. Now, this video is going to claim that it's because of the engaged views problem. And this is the theory that if you don't like the video, if you don't send a super chat, if you don't say something, if you don't vote in a poll, if you don't watch more than 70% of the duration, then it doesn't count as a view. I don't know about that. But I will say that this is a very convenient explanation for why certain people might be doing worse. Now, I'm going to say something even more controversial. I don't hate Camelot. I know my chat's going to hate this, okay? I don't hate Camelot. I actually think that his race carring is pretty cool. Now, I might make a Crash-A-Lot meme or a Cross-Dress-A-Lot meme from time to time, and I might make fun of him for being a ball washer. But he's standing by his friend, I can respect that. That's what I do as well. Although I stand by my friends when there's no evidence against them, but that's a little bit different. But in the interest of engaging the algorithm, I'm going to have to implore you to hit the like button.
Hit like if you like the show. If you don't like the show, don't hit like or hit hit thumbs down. Be like, this guy sucks. I don't mind. But if you do like the show, hit that like button. It really does. I got to remind YouTube that I'm here. They are not distributing things out.
Now, in the stream, Camelot goes through this video that we're going to watch tonight and go through. And I think there is some interesting stuff here, but I have my problems with it. And furthermore, the claim that is made that every YouTuber is experiencing reduced stream numbers is simply not true. And in fact, in many cases, it's the opposite. But like I said, we're going to go through this and have a little look for ourselves. Now, like I said, this is going to be a lower level stream. So you might say, well, this proves it. I saw you with 1,000 live viewers, and now there's less than 500. What's going on? It's because most people aren't interested in this. It's the same reason that DSP gets shit for his business meetings, because nobody cares. But it's interesting to me, and this channel's about me talking about what I'm interested in. So you can suffer or dislike the stream and leave, or enjoy. We'll see how it goes. Now, I'm going to be referencing a bunch of channels tonight, including Camelot's. But Camelot has a big problem, and that is that he is a consummate clickbaiter. And he's like, and he even watched his stream today, which is funny because his stream on last time was the last stream ever. And then that's one thing that we'll actually see if we can find a clip for this, because I was a little bit late today. But he talks about how this is the last stream ever, man. This is the last Naked Snake. He has 200 viewers. So he actually he gets less viewers than I do on my streams, but he makes way more money because he has a very engaged audience that love to give him loads of money. So he made like $700 or $900 or something. And he's like, it's over, man. I can't live on this anymore, man. This is the last stream ever, man. See you guys on Wednesday. And that's the same thing. And then he was also like, I'm going to have a video tomorrow. It's going to be a banger. It's going to be a banger. And then like he's complaining the next day. It's like, it's only got 2,000 views, but the click-through rate is 10%. That doesn't make sense. If you got 10% click-through rate, you must have a banger of a video. That's not true. Because the less views a video has, typically the higher the click rate. Because as the video gets spread out to more and more people, less people choose to watch it. So it's actually fairly common to have a low view video with a very high click-through rate. And the click-through rate was high, I will say. It was like something around 10, 12 or something %, which is excellent. If you can consistently keep that up, that's a really good way to grow on YouTube. But it's not really a good piece of sample information because he literally had a massive call to action the day before. And frankly, the content of the video is not good. He's like, it's going to be a banger of a video. It's so funny. His editor's been doing the best of it. But I looked at the video and it could have been summarized in 30 seconds. Basically, it's like GameStop lost the lawsuit and you can claim $5. He stretches that out for 8 minutes. So I think the problem is maybe not with the algorithm, but maybe more with the audience. And this is a common problem for many people. If you replace the word algorithm with audience, you're probably going to find things that are going to work out a little bit better for you. So we'll have to see. You got to meet the word count. Yeah, that's a problem. Parallax says with 34 months, YouTube dead. Are you Nassim Agdam? I don't know who that is, but no, I don't think so. In fact, I think it's quite the opposite. And there are some things in this video that actually are fairly encouraging. I think it's actually good for YouTube. Now, the master of the TDS is an interesting fellow. I don't have anything against him or for him. I'm not a big fan of his character art or whatever it is. Like, this is his persona. I thought the master of the TDS meant the master of the TARDIS. Like, I thought this was like a Doctor Who account or something. And I thought this was like a sonic screwdriver, but I guess he's holding like a pocket watch. But the funny thing about this is like I've seen a bunch of his tweets from time to time. And I think they're good generally. I really honestly do. But it turns out that his YouTube name is actually Master of the TDS, which is Master of the Total Defense Shogun, which is a Yu-Gi-Oh card, which is based because I love Yu-Gi-Oh. Very based, very cool of him to have a Total Defense Shogun. If I remember correctly, this monster can attack from defense position, attack while in defense position, which is pretty cool. You don't see these a lot. You might have seen them in the anime, but it is what it is. But I love Yu-Gi-Oh. I love Yu-Gi-Oh. I used to have my own version of that, the Guardian Sphinx. That was so frustrating. It like flips over and like sends all your stuff back to your hand. And you can flip it back down. Very based of him but the funny thing about this is of his deepest lore is that when the elections happened for Master of the TDS, people thought that his YouTube or his handle was Master of the Trump Derangement Syndrome, and it became political. They made his Twitter account political. So he had to post a thing like, I've made a decision. I appreciate the feedback, but after careful consideration, I'm not changing it. I'm Master of the Total Defense Shogun. Which is the funniest thing in the world to me. I mean, I've got a pretty terrible name for my YouTube channel as well, but I mean, it is what it is. I like him. I like him for standing by his boy. Look at this. This card can be changed into defense position when it's in normal flip summoned or whatever. This card can attack while in defense position. This card attacks while in defense position. Attack the apply of the it's good. I mean, the problem with the Total Defense Shogun is that it's got a very low attack. But I mean, you can attach like an equip card to it or something. Anyway, sorry, enough Yugo talk for today. So apparently he has a YouTube channel. I was unaware of this, but it looks a lot like Yellow Flash's channel, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, I've just got like it's a very effective thumbnail strategy. But I will be talking about Yellow Flash a bit tonight as well. Yellow Flash sometimes checks in here, so maybe he'll see. So let's take a look. He's got a channel called Gothic Therapy. He has 600 videos, about 15,000 subscribers, and he released a banger of a video. This is doing it's going 8 times better than his regular content, and the channel video is called "The Clickbait is Dead." YouTube has changed. Engage or die. And Brandon in your garage says, "I summoned Pot of Greed." Now, if my memory serves me, Pot of Greed allows you to draw 2 more cards from your deck, which is a very overpowered thing. The dead internet theory? I don't think so. BobTube dropping a 2, which hits the goal by accident because it's supposed to be 10 super chats. But he says, Baldo viewer curse, Joe Ralph Kumlot himself. We're going to talk a little bit. This isn't a Baldo stream, but there will be some Baldo in it. Sorry, this is supposed to be 10. This is supposed to be 10 super chats. I don't know why this happened. I guess I'm obligated legally to give you a wiggle at the end of this stream, but okay. Tax free times 2. Let's see, 2 x2. There we go. This will probably be a shorter stream tonight, like maybe 1 hour or something. We streamed for 6 hours last night. Holy shit. That was a long stream. And actually, there's a follow-up to that, Andrew has released his rebuttal video as well, which is neat. I'd encourage you to check it out. All right, so let us get into this. Be sure to tell me that I'm muted when I'm not muted. So let me see. Did I share the wiggle? Yeah, of course. It's in the Discord. I talked about it last night as well. All right, so let's get into this video. Clickbait is dead. YouTube has changed. Engage or die. This is a 7-minute video. I thought this was longer. I thought, did they go back and edit out some things? Sometimes you can upload a video and then you can edit out something to improve the engagement. Like if you've got like a flat 10 seconds where nothing happens at the start of your video, you can edit that out in post and sometimes increase your audience capture in the first few seconds. But let's see what they say.
Something is wrong on YouTube. Sure, people have said that before, and they'll say it again. But lately, channels across the platform are reporting the same thing. A sudden, brutal drop in views, subs, and engagement.
Is this true? Are channels across the internet reporting a sudden drop in views, engagement, and clicks? I'm not sure this is correct. Because I'm something of a YouTube analytics enjoyer myself, and I specifically track other people's analytics. And while I have noticed some people go down in views, and there are certain characters that every 6 months they'll say YouTube is killing my channel, YouTube is suppressing me in the algorithm, things like that. They do this kind of song and dance where they do it and trying to get people to engage again. I'm not necessarily sure that this is true. Now give me a second, because I actually have some data on this. Is this folder? Yes, here it is. Okay. Now this video is going to cover. Hold on a second. Stop the stream, everybody. My girlfriend's cold. She wanted me to turn off the air conditioning. You okay? Okay. The corner demon is not okay with the air conditioning, as per usual. Okay. Anyway. Where the fuck was I going with this? All right. So I have multiple channels, as you well know. on my main channel, or not my main channel, but on this channel, my YouTube channel watching right now, you can see that my impressions about 400,000, which is about 50% lower than usual. And there's been a bit of a decline. Oh my goodness, it must be true. Well, not really, because I haven't really been doing any streams. You can kind of see I've been very lazy, and also I was on holiday. And that tends to happen. And also, primarily, this is an issue of changing topics. And there will be more Baldo content in the future, but not until something interesting happens. This isn't like the weirdos that follow Steel Toe, where every day they have to talk about him. No, we talk about Nick and Minnesota stuff when something happens. But you can see that there has been a decline. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I have to do something about that. You can help by liking the video. But I have other channels, and specifically this one, which is over the last 28 days, it's had 150,000 views. There's a bit of a peak here. Ignore this, because this peak is... it was kind of weird. Like somebody was using my channel for advertising, and this is a weird thing that can occur from time to time. And that is that they can place ads or use your video as an ad, and then you get all these views, which are not actually authentic viewers. And you can disable this function in the YouTube Studio app. So I did that immediately. So this is a little bit annoying to have this here, because as it turns out, all of these views were from India. And it was starting to shift my demographics towards, India, which is not a good demographic to have. And that's not a racist thing. It's just that Indian views pay less. The most expensive views are typically the first world countries like America, United States. That's a double thing, but never mind. The UK, America, Australia, United Arab Emirates, things like that. So I just immediately disabled this, and it wasn't a problem. This was 2 days in a row. But strangely enough, my YouTube views, despite not uploading anything, have remained consistent. Now, that's interesting, because typically I like to focus on something called evergreen content. Evergreen content is videos that that don't rely on something like a rage bait cycle or trending topics. They're videos that, if you make them well today, they will last 10 years into the future. Now, there are people like the Quartering. Now, the Quartering is somebody that I have very little respect for. And he has been talking about how his channel is dying as well. He puts out like 5 videos a day. There's 5 ads in every video, and they're all garbage. And this is what I consider to be woke outrage garbage. It's like, it's the SJW cringe content that was boring 5 years ago. But he actually does very well. As you can see here, over the last month, he's had about 14 million views, which is quite a lot, and it's up 20%. But its problem is that the Quartering is down 56% over the last 6 months. Now, he has like 40 employees for some reason. So while he is, in theory, supposed to be making a lot of money, he's not. Because he's hiring all these young women, like, I guess, Melanie Mack, to hang around him and make him more interesting because he's bored with his wife or something. I don't know. Even despite that he bought her a plane. I don't know. Let's take a look at one of his videos and see what the content's like. This one was called Trump Just Fired Epstein Prosecutor. Did she hide the files?
Hey, you want to know what? I apologize for my last video on Down Bongino, which I deleted.
But at least now it can't get much worse.
But it did get worse.
That's a really bad way to start a video. Women love it. Like, audiences, women, they love it when you start up by saying, "I'm sorry." Like, what do you mean? Like, sorry, Quartering Bro. Quartering Bros, we're not going to make it. No, I'm not a big fan of these Quartering videos. They're slop. This is actually what I consider slop. He basically reads articles all day, and this was a very effective, very good way to make money in the past. But these are boring. And he even has, like, he's got like all these garbage things. He does 5 videos a day and a 2-hour stream every day. And all he does is read like The Guardian. And like, I'm not going to lie, I tried to see if I could make that work for a little while. I didn't really enjoy it, and that's why I didn't do it anymore. But the reason that I think the Quartering is dying is not because of any YouTube conspiracy.
Alex.
I think it's because his content is bad. Look at this. 12 hours ago, 13 hours ago, 15 hours ago, 17 hours ago, 18 hours ago, one day. He's putting out so much. Like YouTube gives you like 3 notifications. The quartering's a bit of an outlier though, because he's just so addicted. He's got almost fucking 10,000 videos. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. Anyway, we'll get back to this. So the quartering, is it because he's being suppressed? We'll find out at the end of this episode, maybe. I don't think so. We're currently 15 seconds into this 7-minute video. Also, a bit of a criticism for this channel, even though. All right, let's see. Yeah, 7 minutes, 7 minutes, 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, almost 8 minutes, 4 minutes, 8 minutes. Make all your videos 8 minutes or more. That's my recommendation, because then you can put 3 ads in it, and we love our ad overlords, YouTube.
Maybe it made you wonder if you were out of touch. Maybe you thought you did something wrong and YouTube was punishing you. But dig deeper and you'll find the truth. It was never you. YouTube changed the rules and hoped no one would notice. The era of clickbait is over.
Based. Oh, is this supposed to be a bad thing? Is this supposed to be a bad thing? Oh my goodness, the clickbait is over. Oh, no, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. The clickbait is done. Is anyone complaining about that? I don't think so. Holy based, cool. What are these these XP things are like YouTube's trying to trick you into engagement baiting. If you're not literally beating Chill Station by the end of the stream, I don't love you. So you say something in chat, you get XP points. So currently Chill Station is the #1 fan. BobTube is up there. If you give money, it's a lot of things. There's literally gamifying the situation, like, to try and get you to do things. But yeah, it is what it is. Chill Station 5 says might also have something to do with videos being mostly shilling coffee and other trash. I mean, that's Quartering's biggest problem, is that he has like 5 ads per video. And he had to negotiate with his audience down to 1 ad per video, while he's also taking sponsored segments and things. So deleting all my chats? What are you talking about? That's not happening. I don't believe that. But this is not a problem. Now the thing is with clickbait is you actually are allowed to clickbait people, but you have to deliver on your promises. And some people will refer to this as not clickbaiting, but click blessing. If you make a salacious, crazy, inflammatory claim like YouTube is dead, and then people click on the video and YouTube is not dead, or you say last stream ever and actually you're streaming on Wednesday, thanks for the $700, thanks for the money, dummies, then people get a little bit annoyed. But if you deliver on your promises, it's actually perfectly reasonable to clickbait, and it's just engagement. And the most important thing about a YouTube video is, of course, the thumbnail. You might think it's about the content. No, it's actually just all about the thumbnail and the title. That's the most important thing. And then if you have somewhat decent content, then you'll be fine. But so I'm not seeing the problem with this video so far. Like I like where we're going with YouTube. All right, let's continue.
Welcome to the new YouTube.
This is the new YouTube. Okay, we got Gothic therapy. The rapist will see. Wait, what do they mean? No, I mean the therapist. The therapist will see you now. Very good, very good. Sorry, a little bit of a joke. I just remember those. Arrested Development memes where Tobias Funke was the first analyst and also therapist. All right.
Hello, and what is going on, everybody? It is Master of the TDS, and I am joined by my lovely wife,
Riding Raven, and welcome back to Gothic Therapy.
All right, this is very cute. But it's also kind of jarring because they've got like this 48-second intro. This is still too long for an intro. Do your intro in like 20 seconds or 10 seconds. I will now waffle on about the first 20 seconds for 2 hours and then complain about people not being more succinct. No, but like this is a very long intro, and actually I'm going to experiment with this the next couple of videos I'm doing on other channels. I'm going to experiment with doing a video that literally starts halfway through a sentence and see if that improves the first drop off, because that's a big problem with a lot of videos. I see someone spamming engagement. Who is that? It's probably you, right? Are you hitting emojis? Yeah. Are you? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Don't do that. But like you see, retention graphs are very important on YouTube. They're very, very important on YouTube. This is a short, so it's not really a typical of a regular view, but a lot of views have like this kind of curve where you have like a very steep decline, and it goes down like a hockey stick sort of thing. So if you can crack like 80% on a short, you're going to do very, very well on YouTube. I'm almost there. I just need to get a little bit better. But typically a regular YouTube video would be a lot worse than this. Maybe like 50% is good, 40% is good, that sort of stuff. But the problem is like every YouTube video, like this is almost universal in every YouTube channel, is that if you skip the first 20%, you'll miss nothing. And every YouTuber keeps making these long introductions like, hey, this is me, this is what I do. You don't actually need to do that at all. You can kind of just get started and it's very, very effective. Also ending very quickly. It's like, don't waffle off when you're ending because then people will like, leave automatically and that really tanks your attention. But this is kind of just like some meta commentary on the thing. Not necessarily critiquing their data because they have some analysis in here. Okay. But I do find this a little bit jarring because they've got like the PNG like VTuber aesthetic, and you know, you've got like your 4K quality stock footage of like the hackers, and then you jump into the PNG tubing. It's a little bit jarring. I would say just get a camera. Just either don't use all the stock footage, or get a camera. All right, so let's continue. Sorry. Also, some rando gifted 5 memberships. Thank you.
Hello, and what is going on, everybody? It is Master of the TDS, and I am joined by my lovely wife,
Riding Raven. And
also, apparently his wife is like a gothic waifu, which is pretty cool.
Welcome back to Gothic Therapy.
And if you've been feeling like YouTube just stopped working, you're not crazy. You're caught in a new system YouTube decided you didn't need to know about.
So smash the...
well, maybe. That's a theory. We're gonna find out about this as we go through. But realistically, if nobody's watching your videos are bad. I'm sorry, but this is just the reality. If you build it, they will come. There are some situations where like a really good channel is like buried in the algorithm, but typically that's not the case. Like I used to think that my videos are really, really good and nobody was watching them because I don't know why. I'm being suppressed. Then I look back at them now. I'm like, oh my god, these were dog shit. But yeah, okay. So some creators are reporting that their channels are being suppressed. Now let's see what they have to say about this.
The like button like it still means something. Because if you don't, this video will get buried like a corpse in YouTube's backyard when the neighbors aren't looking.
Very good. I like the video. Look at that. I like their video. Okay. Don't say I don't do anything. I want to have a look at the comments. What do you guys think? So is it better? Okay, never mind. All right, continue. We're back to the high quality stock B-roll footage.
At first, we thought it was just a fluke. Views dropping, comments slowing, and shorts dying on impact.
Is that wait a minute, hold on a second. Shorts dying on impact.
Now it's time to see which of our stories are based. Was this story based? Yes.
Shorts are dying, thank fucking God. No, like I said, I haven't really mastered shorts yet. I'm trying to make some shorts. Apparently there's like a new monetization for shorts where they have the same monetization as long form videos. So in theory, if you have 10 shorts that are 1 minute long each and you have one 10-minute video and you get 1 million views on the long video and 10 million on the 10 shorts, apparently it's going to be the same money, which would actually be crazy. But like my best short, I think, is like around 100K. And I only made like $7 from it, which is pretty crazy. But I'm still working on the formula. We're still walking through the formula. I mostly do long form content and streaming, I suppose. But okay, so people are all reporting the same thing. This simply is not true. And like I said, from my channels, I'm actually seeing increased analytics on some different venues. I think this one is that one. Yeah, like on my channel where I've uploaded 2 things in the last month, I've actually got 24% more views than engaged views than previously. And they're going to say that engaged views and views are the same thing. It's not actually the truth, because there's actually a 50% difference, at least in my... so I guess it worked for me. So like, the video's muted. Oh, fuck me. All right, stream's over. Stream's over. We're going to... All right, so we'll go back to that. Surely 20 minutes of scams. Insert Rex views. Yeah. Bye, viewers. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Delete channel now, please. Okay. If you think I should delete my channel, press 1 in the chat and we'll do it live. Not really. Going back. Based. I see Parallax is posting quite a bit. Ugh. Yes, it's that time it was muted. This is all your fault.
At first, we thought it was just a fluke.
This time.
Views dropping, comments slowing,
bad stream,
and shorts dying on impact.
But it wasn't just us. Small creators,
it's not muted this time.
mid-sized channels, even some of the big ones were all reporting the same thing.
The algorithm wasn't just misfiring, it felt different. And since it wasn't election season, some kind of mischief had to be afoot.
Yeah, it's YouTube is muting my sound. This is a conspiracy. I'm not muted. I checked the levels. Oh my goodness. What a disaster. It's sorry, because the air conditioner is turned off. You don't understand. I'm sweating now. Woo. Woo. Sorry. If these people watch my video where I'm trying to like critique their video, I'm gonna get torn to fucking shreds. It's fucking over. It's fucking over, chat. Anyway. Like, I don't agree with this point because I have not seen this in the channels that I watch. I think that this is a case of selective bias. Now, maybe my channels that I watch being successful in this time is also selective bias. But I think that the people that are experiencing this decline in views are the people that have been somewhat abusing the YouTube system for a while with these very clickbaity videos, these low engagement videos, videos that are not basically slop tubing, right? Like you put something out there because it's topical, it's got no replay value. It's just like you work for an hour, get 3 videos out, and then rake in money and laugh all the way to the bank. Because that's not what I focus on typically. And when I'm streaming, I kind of just do whatever I want. So you can feel free to criticize all my other streams. But when I'm making actual long form content, I put a lot of work into it. And those videos continue to garner views for years to come, even when I spend an entire month playing dinosaur games and then hide my stream playtime hours so nobody can criticize me about it. I still can receive revenue from those videos because it's high quality, what I consider to be high quality content. Of course, you're welcome to have your own opinion. But we'll see.
So, we did what any sane caffeinated couple with questionable sleep hygiene and schedules would do.
Recognize we're the problem and switch to decaf?
No. We reached out to friends. Because if we're not sleeping, why should they be allowed to?
That was not my idea, just for the record. But we asked for data, and our friends delivered.
Even at 4 a.m.
Bad.
Is this like pirate software getting the data?
But we asked for data. And our friends...
he's hacking the system. He's hacking into the Blizzard legacy servers to get the data.
Delivered.
Even at 4 a.m.
Bad kitty.
Meow.
We didn't want to jump to conclusions. YouTube's algorithm is about as reliable as a blind lawyer with anger issues.
I'm a really good lawyer.
So we pulled real data from 5 channels.
Channels of different genres, different sizes, and different upload schedules. It didn't matter. The numbers lined up like suspects in a police lineup.
All right. I'm going to have to give a bit of criticism, even though I'm a boomer who can't even fucking unmute my audio. Like 100 videos over 5 channels sounds like a lot. It's not. I consider this to be 5 data points. Like, if one channel is doing the same thing and you have 5 different channels, I consider it to be 5 different data points. It sounds like you have 100, but honestly, it's like basically 5. And the problem here is the negative bias that you're going to be having, because the people that are willing to report their views because something is going wrong are having something going wrong already. So it's very likely that your entire pool is tainted with these people, these close friends that you know, that are also struggling. And I think I'm not sure if this channel is struggling at all. I mean, this video did fairly well. It's like 8,000 views over 2 days. That's not very lot in the YouTube ecosystem, but it's like, I think like 6 times better than their regular content. Actually, let's have a look. This isn't like a mean thing or anything. So they have very low views. They have very low views, like 18,000 over the last 28 days, which is very small. So I mean, they're doing that grind set thing though. You have to do a lot of grinding on YouTube sometime. But the definition of being insane is doing the same thing over and over and expecting the same different results. And at this point, you've got 600 videos. You kind of it look like when I saw this, I was like, this looks like you're just copying Yellow Flash, like with these thumbnails at least. 600 videos, and you're still the best one you've got is 20 or 30,000 views. You might want to change. You might want to change your strategy. Now, this is fine if you're just doing it for fun. That's fine. Okay, this is fine. Okay, this channel we're talking on right now, this is a very low view channel. That's totally fine because it's just for fun. Okay, but I'm saying if you want to be seen as an authority, if you want to be seen as a big smart boy in the ecosystem, it's kind of like when you see those YouTube channels where it's like, this is how you go on YouTube, and they've got like 5 views. You know what I mean? And like I can be criticized for this as well, because this stream it's got barely 300 people watching. You can totally be fair and say like, well, you knew that nobody cares about YouTube analytics except other YouTubers, so this is gonna be a low. You should just talk about Nick being a bad man or something. Okay, that's perfectly fine to say that. But the likelihood is that the sample size that they have of 5 YouTubers is 5 other people that are struggling, or even if they're a massive YouTube with millions of views, which I think actually one of them was, that person is experiencing a decline. And without hedging these data against 5 channels that are succeeding, it makes it very difficult to use this as reliable data.
Except every suspect was guilty. Top 20 videos in the past 90 days across 5 channels showed the same pattern and the same result.
There was a 96 to 100% correlation between total views and engaged views. If a viewer didn't actively engage with a video, their view no longer counted.
This is an interesting theory. And I had to look through my advanced analytics as well for this. And I noticed there was a very strong correlation between engaged views and regular views. But I had seen no drop in views at all. So while YouTube may be labeling the views differently, there's a very little difference between the views at all. Like less than a 2% difference or something. At least in my case. And they're saying that this, I believe they said that this occurred like maybe 2 weeks ago. Surely what we should be seeing is then 2 weeks ago, everybody's views going off a cliff. But that's not what I've seen at all. In the case of the one that I've been tracking, Nick Recator's downfall. He started it like, back when he came back for the Can Read trial, started at 3,200. He's down to 800 views concurrent, or about 600 views concurrent. That's been a nice steady decline, about 10% per week, per stream, every stream. And as of his last stream, basically 800 live viewers concurrent. Not a big difference. I've been watching Kurt, Uncivil Law. Now, Uncivil Law is about 150,000 viewers. He's been doing quite well, although the Karen Read trial has ended, so he is down 22% here. But that's because of this is where the trial ended, and now like you have to find some new content. In fact, when I go to his channel on Playboard, his secondary Turtle Boy stream, which happened a few days ago, had 6,000 concurrent viewers. Which to me implies that people are watching what they want to watch, and maybe you're not serving the audience with what they want. Now, there has been some counter arguments to this, that this has only affected people that talk about drama, and trial coverage, law coverage is essentially drama, if you really think about it. So because Turtle Boy, Karen Read, a lot of viewers, a lot of interest, it's just because it's a drama, or that people on the chat like talk like, oh, I love you, Turtle Boy, or something, or hit 1 if you like the content. Maybe this is why I'm not seeing the same thing, because I always have these, I have like the poll, like, press Copium seed or something, or I have, hit like, or the crocodile get you. I'll say little things like that to get engagement. So maybe I've changed my content naturally in such a way that I have insulated me from any such changes, and that's why I'm not seeing these results. But if that was the case, then I think on the channel where I haven't made any changes, being essentially the same, like the 14% drop is because of this stupid advertising dip. If I remove that, actually, it would be essentially the same. Basically a flat line. It's because maybe it's just because I've been focusing on evergreen content. What? What's this? Or maybe if you only streamed Nikki like you promised. I never said that I would stream Nikki. All right, let's continue.
At all.
YouTube changed what a view is.
I don't
it
think
was
so.
rolled out quietly, framed as a shorts update. But it's
now this is true. This is true and honest. They did change the shorts. Let me see here. I have that's the wrong. That's the shorts from my main channel, which have nothing. Not main channel, the other channel. Where do I have this one? Yeah, this one. Yeah, I have some shorts that I've been testing, and as you can see, I'm getting more views, 6 more than usual on regular views, and 24% regular, 24% more since the previous thing. But I have a difference of about 50% here. I see potentially Sean in the chat saying maybe it's you that's dead, Bish. Yeah, that could be true. But this is what they're claiming. And the thing is I think that this answer is very easy for a lot of people. A lot of people can't say to themselves, it's my fault. A lot of people can't say to themselves that maybe their shtick is played or something. And a lot of people can't, or maybe they have. Like, this is another thing, is I think that this change, because I should add some counter argument to this. And that is that the reason that the engaged views are changing is because, I mean, let's see if anyone in the chat can get it. Let's see if anyone in the chat can get it. Why do you think that YouTube might make these changes? And think about the content you've been seeing lately, and the content you want to see less of. I'll give the chat like a couple of seconds. While I read Dave's super chat. This format with cartoon avatars and pop culture is played out, in my opinion. Expectations for filming and presentation are high now. Potentially. I think ultimately the content matters. The content and the vocals matter more than the visuals. You can absolutely get away with this style in 2025. Although I find it a little bit jarring, juxtaposed between the high quality stock content of like, hey, look, it's the black guy digging the hole. Oh, look, it's the hacker man. And then you've got like the little yapping avatars. I think you should be more consistent. Although there is the argument that having the variety in the different styles will snap people's attention back, you know? Let's see what the chat said. Oh, somebody got it. Very smart. AI, bots. Yes. The recent problem in YouTube and content in general is that there's a lot of videos where the music starts playing. It's like, and then the voice comes on. It's like, he found the cell phone, that it was not his. He answered the voice. He told him to go out the window. But then the police was following him. They caught him, but now he has no mouth. And then he ate the red pill. And actually, he was in the computer world. And you're like, oh, it was the Matrix. Oh, yeah, of course. Okay, it was the Matrix. This type of content is a plague, and I want it to die. I would be very happy to see it go. But I'm going to admit that sometimes if I'm lying in bed and I'm scrolling, I do watch a couple of those, and it's very annoying how addictive they can be. But the reason that these sort of content exists is that because it's largely because of the third world. There is a lot of people in India, China, Southeast Asia that can live off of $200, $300, $400 a month. And if they put out 10 slop AI videos a day, every day, they're living like kings. And this is very easy to automize. You just get like a chat GPT to write a bunch of scripts. You put it into a fake voice generator. Then you get like an auto stock generating subscription to like Adobe or something. And then you can pump out 1,000 videos like every couple of days and completely flood the platform. And this is bad content. I think nobody wants to watch this, and I think everybody would be happy to see it go. And that's why shorts are changing. Now, has this affected other people as a whole? Maybe. But the reality is that maybe those people's content got caught in the crossfires. Like maybe it's not even their faults. Maybe it's one of those cases. What is the term where animals evolve in the wrong way? Like it's like hyper adaptation or something, where like you have like this monkey that like it becomes like a pygmy on an island and it only eats plantains, and it thrives and it does the best. But then the plantains die out and they're like, oh shit, now I'm starving to death. That could be what's happening with some channels. I'm also curious to know if these people saw the data for smart TV views, because you might be able to argue that if YouTube changes the algorithm from regular click views and typing and everything, then your audience just happens to be 80% watching on smart TVs or something where there's no option to press the like button or type in chat, then those people are getting completely destroyed. That's maybe a situation, but in my case, smart TV viewers is like less than 10% of the audience, and I haven't noticed a difference across 5 of my channels. Obviously, not all my channels are doing as well as some, but I have 5 different channels with 5 radically different audiences, and evolutionary dead end. Thank you, Sean, in the chat. Yes, I think that might be what's happening here in some people's cases.
Way bigger than shorts.
So, what is an engaged view? Well, it's the kind of view that YouTube actually counts now. Not the number you see on the public counter, but the number they track behind the scenes.
All right, so they're saying old view system, a click equals a view, watch time equals bonus, engagement is helpful, views equal exposure. This is kind of true in the old system. Like typically how it used to work is if you got 1 view, you get 1 impression for the following week. So for example, if you had 100,000 views on a video, you would typically get 700,000 additional impressions the following week. And then that's determined by your click-through rate. So if 10% of your click-through rate over 700,000 people, you get an additional 70,000 views. Passive watching is allowed. Passive watching is like lurking. Like if you're in the chat and you didn't hit the like button or the dislike button, or you double hit the like button, or you didn't say hi in chat, you didn't tell me how hello, you didn't post an emoji, you didn't vote in the thing. That's lurking, right? That's not allowed. Okay, this is the old system. You're not allowed to do that anymore. And this is one of the criticisms of the new system, allegedly, that I've been saying, is that a lot of people stealth watch. Like they have like a podcast channel that they like to watch. Like in my case, I like to watch EFAP, talk about movies for 8 hours while I'm doing some work or going for a run or something. And typically I'll put it on. I won't really listen that much to it, but it'll just be playing for like hours and hours and hours. And I try to like the video. But this is actually interesting because one of the worst things you can do for a YouTuber is indeed just go to their channel, maybe watch 3 seconds of their content, leave, and don't touch anything. So if you want to, I guess if you're petty enough to try and make a difference like that, go to someone's video, watch it for 1 second, don't click anything, and then click off. That's the most damaging way to watch a video. Because the new system is that a click doesn't equal a view. I feel like this is easy to test. Couldn't you just put an unlisted video on your channel that nobody knows about, and then just hit refresh like 5 times or something? No, you shouldn't do that because it's an abuse of the YouTube system. But that seems like a very easy thing to test. But I guess what they might say is that it says 5 views on the counter, but there's not actually 5 views. So I don't know. This seems like it could be very easy to test. But it also, 1 click equaling 1 view is also not a great system if you're combating bots, which is a growing problem in today's world, especially AI bots and things like that, or Russian bot farms, stuff like that. So I know there is some level of engagement that you need to actually count as a view, like a couple seconds, something like that. But I'm not sure exactly long. They say that the watch time must be long. Well, in theory, that should kill live streamers, because live streamers, especially like if I'm talking about something for 6 hours like yesterday, in theory, only like a very fraction of the viewers would be watching the entire thing. Now, that's not what the case that I experienced. Actually, we had a very high engagement. Typically, like for me, 400 live viewers is pretty good. I know we've got 300 about now. Let's see if we can hit that goal. Hit the like button, chat. You got to hit that like button. Actually, how many likes do we have? I don't know. We're going to see how many of you are doing a job. 135. Okay, there we go. Hit that like button if you like the content, or dislike. Dislike is fine too. That's actually the funny thing about YouTube, is that a like and a dislike are equally weighted. So if you unironically want to hit the dislike button, please do it. I would rather you hit the dislike button than nothing at all. So engagement is required. No interaction equals no view. This seems like it'd be very easy to test. Ghost views don't count. Oh, that's spooky.
Basically, if someone clicks your video, watches most of it, and either likes, comments, or subscribes, congrats. That's an engaged view. Anything less might as well not exist.
And here's the...
All right, chat. Why don't you test this by unsubscribing right now and resubscribing? Oh no, that's a no, don't do that. What is this? What is this person saying? Hold on a second. All right, what's it? If you buy a channel, tens of thousands of bot clicks, would it damage the algorithm? Asking for a friend. Don't do that. That is against YouTube's terms of service. And yes, it would be very destructive potentially for them and could even get their channel removed. There's actually a very easy way to get your channel yeeted. Trying to buy VOTs views. I had a guy I was talking to. And he's a fan of one of my other channels. And he wanted to meet up. And I was like, okay, what's up, bro? And he's like, I'm just trying to I'm on that grind. You know, I'm trying to get those thousands of views. I'm almost monetized. I'm going to buy 1,000 views. I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. He's like, I'm not. He's like, bro, if I just get that first 1,000 subscribers, then my channel's going to be like this. I was like, you're gonna really, really fuck yourself up doing that. He's like, nah. And then I was just like, just leave me out. I don't want any part of this. And then I checked his channel like a couple weeks later out of curiosity. He bought the views. He bought the bots. And surprise, his channel has gone nowhere because the bots don't watch your content. It's very silly. Billy Oki says 200 likes and meme talks about sounding for 1 hour. What the fuck is? Oh wait, no, I know what that is. Never mind.
Twist. Based on the data, anything less than an engaged view actually does not exist anymore. Just a ghost in the algorithm.
That's why
that's spooky. That's spooky.
Our numbers show a near perfect match between engaged views and total views because they're now the same thing.
YouTube changed the.
But if engaged views and are slightly lower and regular views are basically the same, wouldn't that suggest that there's a very little difference between engaged viewers and regular viewers, and that does not explain the decline? Now, if the decline was matched perfectly with this, like 2 weeks when the change happened or something, then yeah, maybe you can take an inference from that. But what if your views are exactly the same or growing? In the cases of many channels that I've been watching, they're doing much better. Even small channels, not like just big channels. Like this is another theory: is that YouTube's trying to kill small channels so that everybody's watching Asmongold, because then having everybody on Asmongold is better than having like 20 different people that are the 20th the size of Asmongold. I don't know about that. Some people have said that. I don't know if I agree with that. But surely, if your views are going up or consistent, in my case, and your views and engaged views are in the same sort of data range, that would suggest that there's basically no change, wouldn't it? I mean, maybe I am coping here. I don't know. I'm asking the chat.
Rules. You don't get credit for being seen, only interacted with. It used to be engagement boosted a video, and now no engagement, no view. End of.
I mean, engagement does boost a video, but I don't know if no engagement doesn't boost a video. And I heard some number being flouted about, like you need to watch 80% of it or 50% of it or something. I don't know if that's true. It doesn't make sense for a live stream, because then, like in live stream casing, it wouldn't make any sense at all. Because if I've been streaming for 52 minutes, and if let's say that 80% of the content has to be watched, if there's one person in the chat that joins the chat, they have to watch for another additional like 50 minutes until their view is counted. That doesn't make sense. If one person leaves the chat right now, I see the counter go down. I mean, it's not always like 1-to-1, but it's like, they round it up to 5 or something. But I see these changing. Like if I go take a piss, 20 people will leave. Okay. So I guess they're taking them away. They count that, but then when something interesting happens and or people join when they get stream rated or they wake up or something, I see those changes going up and down. So for live streams, then this is absolutely not the case. But maybe it's because I've conditioned the chat to press cope and see on the polls or something. I mean, maybe. Like I said, I think that this is a negative bias that people are taking, and that they're seeing their channels dying. They don't understand why, and it's because they're being outgrown. People are leaving to more interesting content, or their shtick is played out, like in the Quartering's case. Nobody gives a shit about the SJWs getting felted or whatever it is anymore. It's boring. He's a grifter. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's Quartering's problem. But he still gets quite a few views because it's a very easy thing to get going. Like the momentum is a big issue in his case. But he's dying slowly, but fortunately. So I'm not seeing it.
Story.
And here's the other thing this is kind of like my wilder conspiracy theory, is that maybe the people that have, because they're saying 2 weeks ago this all changed or something. This is what I'm hearing from certain people. 2 weeks ago this all changed. It went down from 1,000 down to 200. What if the answer is that those people, whether by intention or by actions of their fans, we're botting? What if YouTube just killed the bots and now everyone's seeing their real analytics? Has anyone considered this? Like, I mean, I've got 300 people right now. Does that mean I'm being surprised? Is there really 1,000 people watching? No, I don't think so. I don't think that's working. I think it's cope.
Back in 2024, YouTube said they wanted to kill clickbait. And well, they did. They just covered up the murder, buried the body, and hoped no one would find it.
Is anyone sad about that? Wait, hold on a second. YouTube killed the clickbait?
End of story. Back in 2024, YouTube said they wanted to kill clickbait. And well, they did. They just covered up the murder, buried the body, and hoped no one would find it.
Isn't this good? Nobody likes clickbait, right? Wait, let's ask the chat. This is actually, I'm tricking you into engaging with the video. Do you like the clickbait? Yes. Add me. Daddy. No. Cell phone. There we go. I don't know. Results /live. Let's add that part. I saw the Dragon's Treasure in the chat. The Superior Coffee Merchant. Where was he? Hold on a second. I saw this for a second ago. Where are you, Dragon's Treasure? Oh, here it is. The Dragon's Treasure says, I uploaded slowly long-form videos, good engagement, my channel's been thriving. Well, the Dragon's Treasure, have you considered that maybe you're making videos that people are interested in and that are good quality? That could be the answer there. Why not? Oh, that chat got played twice. But while the Dragon's Treasure is in chat, we may as well say thedragonstreasure.com. Go there, use code COPE. Buy some Sebastian's tea, delicious. Buy some coffee. I think he's got soap now as well. Don't buy coffee brand coffee because it's got mold in it, allegedly. Buy coffee brand coffee. Buy Dragon's Treasure brand coffee with code COPE. Sorry, bad ad. Did I make any money this month, Dragon's Treasure, or last month, or any time this year? I don't know.
Until we dug it up. The corpse and the data doesn't lie. We tested this across 5 different YouTube channels from 15,000 subs to over 1 million.
All right, so I assume they're 15,000 subs because they have 15.6. So they're testing their channel as one. So already, I think that's like a bias. Like, yes, I'm using my own channels as well as data. But already you have one channel that is incredibly biased. Okay, so you've got 4 channels left. Who is the millionth channel, though? I'm kind of curious.
We analyzed the top 20 videos on each. That's a total of 100 videos, which meant a lot of data and a lot of math.
That was the least fun part of this entire...
Is this guy doing the math? Sorry, I'm a little bit drunk. I apologize. Like, if the Total Defense Shogun's watching, or if he ever sees a clip of this, I actually think that he seems like a pretty decent dude. But I have had a couple of drinks. Okay, I try not to drink on stream, but you know it is what it is. But yeah, is stock footage man? Is he the one doing the data crunching?
Entire process.
Definitely. But the numbers were absolutely brutal. One video had over 100,000 public views and 98,900 engaged views.
Wait a second. Doesn't that mean that the YouTube change has only made a difference of 1,000 views? 1,100 views? So YouTube did change something. And now this suffering person has lost 1,100 views out of 100,000? It's not muted. Shut up. Oh my gosh. Play the video? No, go watch it on their channel. I only see 2 towers. Muted? It's not muted. I feel like I'm stupid here because I feel like maybe I'm misreading this in such a poor way that I just don't understand it. But if this is the public views and this is the engaged views, the difference is only 1,100 views. So there's an echo? I don't think so. Like, this isn't enough to kill a channel. I don't see the problem here. I mean, the problem is not the change between this 100,000 views and 98,900 views. The problem is that in theory, you're losing all these views, which is what people are complaining about it. Dave says, I put on a video on how to install some software on Linux. I got 1,200 views with less than 100 subs. YouTube was recommending my videos. This is Cope. This is actually true. And this is there is some changes. I'm not going to lie and say that YouTube doesn't change the system from time to time, but there has been a change in the last 6 months that has allowed smaller channels to grow. And when I was watching Camelot, I'm using him as an example, not because I'm trying to pick on him or anything, just because I saw him talking about it. And he said that he went onto his side channel where he was just smoking a vape, and he made like hundreds of dollars, and then he got a bunch of views the next day because like more super chats equals more views the next day or something. But doesn't that mean that small channels have an opportunity to grow on YouTube? He's like, my channel's done, man. I've got 400. Actually, I don't know. What is he like? 300,000? 300,000 subscribers, and I can't get 200 people to watch my live stream. Then I vape on my side channel. I make $700. It's not fair, man. And he's like making $800, $900 every time he goes live, and he's complaining about it. Maybe don't spend all your money on race cars, you know? So yeah, I think this is cope. And like, don't you want young, small channels to grow? Right? You don't want just like these old channels to be like constantly sucking up all the views, and it's only the big boys, the old boys club or anything. No, you want new channels, young blood to enter the ecosystem. So I think that's a good change, if that is true. BobTube says, I remember 5 to 10 years ago, people complained endlessly about the algo changes that exist now, endless cycle. Again, if you take algorithm out of your vocabulary and just say audience, everything kind of makes sense. The algorithm's not pushing my videos. Audience is not watching your videos. The algorithm's not making people, it's not sending the right video. Nobody gives a shit about your videos. I think that's the reality, honestly. Some rando says, vote 1 for meme to do more trial streams. You mean like where I just completely crash out and get fucking drunk and drink an entire bottle of whiskey and then spend the next 48 hours dead, and then I recover and do it again the next week? Yeah. Press 1, I guess, if you like that.
That's a 99% match.
Another had 8,200 total views and 8,050 engaged. That's nearly identical.
But again, now wait a second. I don't think this says what they think it says. But am I just being stupid? Can somebody tell me that what I'm seeing here is that there's no difference whatsoever? These channels that they're talking about were most likely already on a decline. This change was made in the analytic data, and they said, well, it's just because only the engaged views matter now. But the engaged views are within like 0.2% of the same thing. What are you talking about? Let them finish their point. I don't think you know where you are, Lucky Lime. I don't think you know where you are. No. We're going to pause every 2 seconds and then make fun of fonts and things here.
Smaller channel.
All right, they have to finish their point. They have to finish their point. Okay, they have to finish their point. Fine.
1,500 public views, and the engaged view count was 1,506, somehow higher than the total.
Clearly, they're still working out the kinks from the system, but...
I mean, or there's no kinks.
Across all 5 channels, the average correlation was over 98%.
Okay.
That's not just weird. That's statistically impossible if YouTube was still counting normal views the way they used to.
Which means one thing. Public views and engaged views are now the same thing.
Yeah, I agree.
We can't confirm this 100% because YouTube hasn't said anything publicly.
But the thing is, this does not prove a decline in viewers overall. Right? Like I said, the views that I've been watching on other channels are the same. So I'm not sure where they're going with this point.
But the odds of this being random? About 0.00002%, which means a 99.9998% chance that we are right.
I mean, maybe that they're right about the engaged and the regular views being the same. I agree with that point, but this does not explain why YouTube has changed engage or die.
The math does not lie, but YouTube clearly does.
So, what does this mean? Simple. The old YouTube is gone. Red arrows, crazy facial expressions, and giant words aren't going to cut it anymore.
Is this bad? Is this bad? Oh no, sorry, the red arrow is not... It's not going to cut anymore. The big... Okay, and to be fair, I do use big words in my thumbnails. Is this a problem? Like this sounds good, right? Am I right here? You get the screenshots in. That's the one I gotta do.
If your viewers don't engage, they don't count. And if they don't count, YouTube decides your content is not worth promoting.
And just to hammer it in, YouTube recently...
I like this. I like this shot that they got here.
Viewers don't engage, they don't count. And if they don't count, YouTube decides your content is not worth promoting.
And just to hammer it...
Okay, so you got... I like this. They've got like this Russian guy, I assume. I don't know. Is this Russian in the background? No, it's probably just... Maybe it's in the UK. He's got his safety hat on. He's hammering a keyboard. Very cool stock footage. Like, the thing about filming stock footage is you just get a bunch of random props, and then you're just like, okay, here's a keyboard. I want you to rub a banana on it. And what does this mean? And they're like, I don't know. Somebody's going to buy it and use it for their YouTube video essays.
YouTube recently updated their monetization rules to punish videos that don't drive engagement. So
is that bad?
If your viewers don't click, comment, or care, you don't just lose reach, you lose revenue too.
And maybe even worse, you lose visibility without even knowing it. Because if YouTube's only counting engaged views now, your actual view count could be double or triple what is showing.
Chat, okay, this is true. Actually, I've changed my opinion, and these guys, they're right, okay? You know how it says that 300 people are watching? Actually, 600 people are watching right now, okay? I'm not a small sub 500 streamer, okay? This is not true. Actually, 600 people in chat right now, very based. Hit like on the button so we can get over to 700 people. It's the 300, it's just cope, okay? No, it's not true. It's not true.
But if no one interacts, it's like those views never existed.
We're not here to fearmonger. We're here to warn you because no one warned us.
So if you want to keep creators like us alive on this platform, smash that like button, leave a comment, and share this video with other creators.
I like it when other YouTubers say that because even though they're saying it for their video, I'm gonna even double like their video. There you go. So I've got more engagement. It's like I don't have to say it, so it's actually like it reminds people and things. Like, because a lot of people don't actually do that. You know, it's very, like only like 20% of the audience actually does that. What's funny is like usually when you say subscribe or when you say like the video, YouTube did this weird thing where like if you're watching on replay, the subscribe button will start flashing. So actually, replay crew, can you tell me if I say like the video, does my like button start flashing? Or if I say subscribe to the video, does my subscribe button start flashing? This does happen. This does work. Like unironically, this does work on long form videos. I'm not sure about live streams though.
You're not
basically, yes. Get good or suffer.
Cursed. You're in the new tube.
And in the new tube, engagement is mandatory.
Oh, that's spooky. I like the ending there. I like the ending. The new tube. We're in the new. Did I just turn orange for some reason? Is my white balance set to carrot? What the fuck is going on here? Let's see if it changes my skin tone. I don't know. I think my white balance is well off, but it doesn't matter. All right, this is cool. This is cool, but this is really bad. I'm just gonna let you like this. Is my white balance is fucking crazy. What's going on here? All right, so this is really cool exit thing, but like this is like here's some basic YouTube tips. 40-second intro is too long. Cut that off. But then somehow extend this video to 8 minutes. But then when you're finished talking, like when you say your big banger, like welcome.
Video with other creators.
You're not cursed. You're in the new tube.
All right, that's where the video has to end. The viewers stop paying attention here at 6 minutes 30 seconds, and then the video goes on for an additional 30 seconds. This is dead air. This is dead air. And if you look at your retention graph, you'll see that there's a massive drop off here. And if you remove this part of your video and the beginning part of your video, your retention will go up like 30-40%. It's kind of crazy. And you might say, oh, it's yeah, that's the way it is. Viewers are disloyal. They're not gonna watch the dead air for like 30 seconds or something. All right, so let's I mean overall, I mean I think this is like the thing is I don't want to be mean because I think these guys have potential. I like what I'm seeing, but I just have a different opinion of what their data shows. And I say that because maybe it's because of my positive bias towards seeing my own channels do better across 5 different channels, and seeing the many channels that I watch what do better as well. Like I said, Kurt is doing better. He did the Turtle Boy interview, another one, and his views went skyrocketing up to 6,000 views. Like Kurt was typically like a 300 viewer live stream subscriber. He went up to 6,000 because he put on a show that people wanted to watch. Camelot, as we see here, here's my example. He makes a lot of fucking money doing this. So this is the stream that I watched. Asmongold Catches Heat, Corey X Kenshin, Epstein with Cecil Says. He made $690 after YouTube's cut, I believe, and in things. See, we'll take a look at this video in a second. And in this video, he says, "I'm quitting. This is the last live stream ever." And then he's back. "Is my YouTube career done? Pedro Pascal is ruining my life." And then there's also GameStop ordered to pay me through lawsuit. I won. It seems like he's just focusing on clickbait. And maybe they are right. Maybe clickbait is dead. But the people that have based their careers or their fortunes or whatever around clickbait are suffering. Maybe that's the case. Like this sort of content where you have like the quartering, like, let's see what he says. "He destroyed his channel over Stop Killing Games pirate software. Benny Johnson must be stopped. Lies. Lauren Southern makes unhinged claim." Yeah, she's claiming that she was raped by Andrew Tate. "Immediately gets debunked. Trump goes nuclear." Apparently the quartering spends $3,000 a month on his thumbnail art, which is insane. It's only just like a picture of a face with some weird text and a bunch of like drop shadows around the stuff. "Woke rage Zelda. Nintendo refuses woke propaganda. Hires a fully uppercase woman to play Zelda." Oh my goodness. They didn't hire a man to play Zelda. How could they? But I mean, quartering's grift, it kind of works. But he puts out so much slop. But he's complaining because these videos used to get like 200,000, 300,000 views. And now he's struggling to get over 50,000 views, which is actually pretty good for every other YouTuber. But because he has 12 employees, he's suffering. Because they're all young women that distract him from his wife or something. Allegedly, that's what the Kino Casino says anyway. But like I said, Kurt's doing fine. He just needs to get another... trial coverage. That's literally where the Karen Reed trial ends. You can see where he had his Toilet Boy interview. Yellow Flash 2, who sometimes watch my channels, he does the same similar content as what we're seeing from this channel, where it's got the same sort of, very common uploads. These kind of big words. "Sweet baby ink cover up. Hater caught red-handed. Don't make baby angry." And then you have but Yellow Flash is doing fine. I mean, he's up 13%. He's like 2.28. He's doing fine. So that's not a decline. Let's have a look at Camelot. Let's see what's wrong with Camelot, shall we? Because he's suffering. And like I said, I don't hate Camelot. Like I said, I think his racing is cool. He got to meet the Malcolm in the Middle. That's cool. He crashes the zooms. That's cool. All right, but let's have a look. Let's have a look at Camelot. Okay. All right, so, and I'm going to try, now we're just hunting for clips now. So it's going his live thing. This is the one that he complains about it. Kenshin this is streamed 2 days ago. This is his, what? Fuck, I'm on the wrong channel. Shit. No, shit. So we got to watch the Japanese ads. All right, here's one thing. Live streamers need to stop these 20-minute intros. Well, I mean, actually, this one's not too bad. This is pretty quick. But live streamers need to stop. Oh, no, wait. No, what the fuck? First of all, he has 8 minutes. 8 minutes of introductions. I know the Kino Casino has like 30 minutes of introduction. It works for them, but this doesn't work for everyone else. Stop doing this. Start your live stream and start talking. Because when people watch it as a replay, they always skip the introduction. And thus, this is wasted retention data. But I got to play my memes. He's going fast in the car. He's got the AI songs. Stop it. Literally just begin your stream. All right, so we get into Camelot stuff.
Or else none of your viewership counts.
All right, let's see what he says.
or like it or comment on it.
Sorry.
Right? So basically 300 or 400 people could be in this stream right now, and they don't count those viewers unless you watch the stream for 75% of the full runtime or something to that nature. Or
this is true. There is 3. I almost believed you for a second, Puddingway. You're actually triggering me right now. This is true. This is true. We have an additional 300 people. Like, we're literally just about to hit 1,000 subscribers. Do not believe your lying eyes that there's only 300 people watching this stream.
like it or comment on it, or else none of your viewership counts at all. Just like GameStop did with our ranking system. Basically, if you did not get a card, a brand new card, not a renewal.
All right, great. Let's just go to the transcript and search for last stream ever. Because then I want to go to the thing. Aram says, "Can we just see those cute Japanese girl ad?" No, you can't. You can't. Sorry, I'm gatekeeping that material. Last. Let's see if we search for last. What do we get? Oh, whoops. Wait. All right, I got a comment. It says, "So this is the betting pool to see how long his quitting YouTube is going to last. I give it 2 to 3 weeks. Spoiler alert, it was 1 day. It was 1 day. Wait, why isn't the transcript search working? Did you say final? What is this? You finally woke? Oh, I guess that's a meme. Let me see here. All right, here it is.
And all nights. The final fight milk. The final naked snake.
This is the final fight milk. The final naked snake. My boy Camelot. His last stream ever. He's sad, boys. It's his last stream ever. It's his last stream ever.
Those damn Epstein Islanders need to fear God in their life.
It's very sad, very sad. All right, let's jump forward to... I think if I search for Wednesday, it should come up. Hold on. All right, this is the final Camelot stream ever, chat. Let's see his sign off.
The crash out is over. We'll be back Wednesday.
Oh! It was clickbait. Oh, it was clickbait. Oh, no. Wait, hold on a second. Now, there's also one more thing I want to say. There was also some very funny... So there's another... He streamed 2 days later. And there's a very funny... He starts arguing with the chat. You might get to see the cute girls again. Let's see. No, it's good. Okay. Did I wake you up? We're almost finished. Just wait. Sorry. Let me see. If we search for clickbait, well, a lot of comes up. I'm trying to get through the thing. There's a very funny moment. Oops. Come on now. Oh, I'm not showing this transcript, am I? Yeah, okay, we need to get the transcript open. Okay, hold on a second. He starts arguing with the chatter. And I guess Camelot's going through some bad shit. Like that, I feel bad for him. But like you can't use internet as a venting. People don't want to see you. All right, here it is. Let's see what he says about clickbait.
Clickbaiting is when you completely lie. It's not when you are kind of vague and hype something up. That's not clickbaiting.
Last stream ever, guys. Last stream ever. That's not clickbait, okay? But see you Wednesday, boys. See you Wednesday.
Right? Anyways, you'll never believe this. You'll never believe this. Aaron Taylor Johnson shirtless. He actually, to be fair, I don't think he was shirtless. But I imagine him shirtless the entire time. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So.
All right, what is this
End
one?
of story. Back in
so he's
2024,
watching the same video we
YouTube
just watched.
said they wanted to kill clickbait. And, well, they did. They just covered up the murder, buried the body, and hoped no one would find it.
Until we dug it up. The corpse and the data.
All right. We'll skip through this. We'll kind of get through the rest of it. But I think the problem with his previous stream was that it was it's boring. And like the problem is that I think that with Camelot is that like his stream is just watching Asmongold watch something else.
That evidence.
Yeah.
That's a
It's
matter
like
of
why wouldn't they? So what value are you adding to your audience? Okay, so I'm watching you now and I'm saying why you're bad. And I mean, I think Camelot has done a lot of good things in his career, but this is not one of them. Watching Asmongold talk about something, and I've done this as well. I'm not going to pretend I'm not a hypocrite sometimes, okay, chat. But this is not. It's just basically freebooting. You can say it's reactionary, fine, but you're watching Asmongold watch somebody else, and then you pause to read your $700 worth of super chats, and then you talk about how your career's dying. I mean, maybe just don't spend all the money on Zoom. But anyway, we go to Camelot's channel. He hyped in the stream. He hypes up his video. His GameStop ordered to pay me through lawsuits. So we'll check out his video. Well, maybe this will be the last thing. Apparently, children of the future. Okay, great. That's great. Okay, just have sex, chat. Have sex and have children of the future is done. All right, we'll go to 1.25 speed. Let's go through this. So Camelot hyped up this video. Yes, children are the future unless we stop them now. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. Camelot hyped up this video, and he also made some very interesting claims about it. So I want to go through, and I got to get through this because you're sleepy, right? Yeah. Okay, we're almost done. My girlfriend's sleepy, chat. I'm being mean to her by not letting her go to bed. Well, she showed up on what day is it today? Wednesday? Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Yeah. You showed up without it. Anyway. 24 hours straight. Oh, sick. Where's Camelot's thing? Here it is. Camelcast official. There we go. All right. So he made some interesting claims about those. Is it Thursday?
Oh, Friday. No,
it's Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Okay. Just give me 10 more minutes. It's Thursday. Let her sleep. Look, if the chat drops. All right, here it is. All right, hold on a second. We're putting a new goal, chat. All right, we're starting a new goal. There you go. There, if we hit the goal, she can go to bed. So Camelot made this new algorithm is unbelievable. Extremely high click-through rate, basically no views. Brutal tube. 2,000 views, 11% click rate. Now, like I said, lower views is typically pretty common. Like this is kind of like I got like on this other channel I've got, which you may know of. It's only got like about 2,000 views on this video, but about an 8% click-through rate, which is really good if you can keep that high. Now, 11% is or 12% is very high, but these get lower as you get more and more views. So let's have a look at his video and see, because he hyped this up. I actually like his when I was watching the stream, he was like, "I've got a new video coming out. It's so funny. It's so good. You're gonna love it." It's 8 minutes. Let's see how many hours it takes us to get through this.
Stop dealing with another lawsuit, and by dealing with it, I mean they caved in. They've agreed to pay.
I'm gonna like Camelot's video to show as a gesture of good faith. Also, in his stream, he said it doesn't like if you like someone, don't say that about them. It doesn't color their opinion. So if I want to, because the guy that was saying he was a clickbaiter, he was like, "I like you, man, but you're a clickbaiter," and he's like, "Why do you say that? Don't say you like me or don't like me. It doesn't matter. Just tell me the reason." Like, okay, I don't know. I like to say it. Like I do. I don't think he's a bad guy. He's got some bad friends, I think, but I think his racing career and his little comic is pretty good.
Because they were doing some nefarious stuff.
All right, GameStop's bad. GameStop's
a couple years ago, GameStop was caught red-handed with their hand in the fucking cookie jar.
What the fuck is going on here? The fuck is this? Wait, these? Has he got club nails? Maybe he was in a car. I don't know. Maybe it was crashed. I don't know. That's weird.
Fucking cookie jar, their fat, obese hand, and the delicious cookies. They were caught selling data, personal data, to the highest bidder. Doesn't matter where it's from, overseas. Now, to be fair, a lot of companies do this. Even the DMV does it. You ever get a call that says likely spam, and then you answer it anyway, and then just breathe off?
No. I don't even answer my phone if I know who's calling. Just give me a fucking text, mate.
Awkwardly into the phone like I do.
BP says, it could be doo-doo.
Well, that's how they get your number. And you ask yourself, how is this legal?
I will mention, by the way, I should mention this, because someone will definitely criticize me for this. So I may as well just preempt the drama. When I commented on Camelot's post saying it's summer, and then Camelot was like, "No, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just some random person or something." The regular subjects came and said like, "Well, now that Recader's got nothing to talk about, he's just looking for another target." No, this is not the case. And the only reason I was focused on Camelot is because you guys said that. I was like, well, maybe I will watch it and see what happens. And we'll probably never talk about Camelot again until the next time.
No idea. Kind of an American thing. But I digress. GameStop was caught selling everybody's data possible that they collected from their website. And they decided to pay everybody out and throw away the lawsuit all the way to the Supreme Court of New York. And it's pretty wild. And what did they agree to pay? Now, look, I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, I'm going to get free money from GameStop. I'm so happy. How much is it? $1,000? $2,000? Exciting times we're having right now in the world of GameStop. I can't wait to open my wallet and see all the fat cash in it from GameStop. Oh God, it's going to be so great. Well, guess what? It's not $2,000. Before we get into it, lock the hell out of this, please. Very important to your giant-headed redneck neighbor.
I'm going to like it twice. There you go.
Like the stream, subscribe if you have not, and let's jump right into this naughty sauce. All right, boys, here's the actual lawsuit itself.
All right, so we're a minute and 30 seconds into this, and I believe that Camelot covers a lot of GameStop stuff. So while it is good to put in this beginning recap, again, you could have skipped the entire first minute of this video and have not missed anything.
I'm going to read the lawsuit first and foremost.
Okay, I can appreciate that. I do that sometimes.
Okay, and then I'm going to explain it to you in trailer park terms, which are the only terms that I understand. So it says notice of proposed class action settlement. You know what that means? Settlement. That means we're saved. We're saved, boys. It says notice of proposed class action settlement, Supreme Court of the State of New York, Country of Kings. Our records indicate that you purchased.
I actually like that editing choice. So Camelot is paying for an editor, and if his channel is dying, he's running out of money. Here's your first move: is fire the editor. Not because they're doing a bad job, but because YouTube editors don't deserve anything.
Just a video game from GameStop's website and
just joking, YouTube editors. Okay.
Be entitled to a payment.
Yes,
from a
Camelot was always a low channel. Yes,
action settlement. Isn't this exciting, everybody? We're finally.
All right, we got to nitpick. This is the only thing we do on this channel is nitpick irrelevant details.
It to you in trailer park terms.
Camelot. I'm actually calling Camelot out here.
Settlement. That means we're saved.
Hold a second.
We're saved, boys. Records indicate that you purchased a video game from GameStop's website and may be entitled to a payment.
Where the fuck is it? Well, basically, Camelot's got 99 emails. Fix that shit. Okay, answer your damn emails, mate.
From a class action.
I hate that. I once, a long time ago, I knew a chick. And I saw her Gmail once. And she had 3,000 unanswered emails. That's a red flag. It's a big fucking red flag.
Settlement. Isn't this exciting?
There it is. Look at that. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. 99 plus emails. Yeah, okay. You caught me. You caught me. I'm just jealous that he's a better reader than I am.
Body. We're finally getting our just reward from the evil, dastardly GameStop and their henchmen. Their evil henchmen. We're finally.
What is this? Do we have any moderators in chat to ban this guy forever? And also take his coat and hat?
Finally getting our just payment. It says this notice is being sent to inform you that a settlement has been reached in a class action lawsuit claiming that defendant GameStop Inc. disclosed its online video games customers' personally identifiable information to Facebook.
It's okay if your junk email is fine. Okay, do your filters? That's fine. That's fine. But your main inbox,
via the Facebook tracking pixel without consent in violation of the Video Privacy Act, the VPPA. The VPPA defines P2 to include information which identifies a person as having requested or obtained specific video materials or services from a videotape service provider. So they're admitting to it without actually admitting to fault.
I'm not sure if he just included that just trigger me in particular, but he did. They showed it again. Trogan Stormhammer says, take his coat and hat, Tsar. Yes.
Defendant denies that it violated any law, but has agreed.
Now, here's a spoil. I'm sorry, we're going to spoil the content because, like I said, Camelot really hyped up this video. The resolution of this video, we're currently 3 minutes into it. You can summarize this entire video is that GameStop is going to send people $5 or $10 on their website. He stretched this out to 8 minutes. This could have been a 30-second video. This could have been a short. Now, I did say earlier that you should probably make your videos 8 minutes because then you can put 3 ads in it. But there's no content here. He said this is a banger. He said, be sure to check out my video tomorrow. So he's going to have a higher click-through rate because he's really hyped up this video, right? The click-through rate is probably a bunch of people that are just well, Camelot said this is going to be good. So let's see if we can actually, what it's going to be. He said it was an absolute all-time, amazing video. But then what we get is we're currently 3 minutes into it and he's about to reveal that you're about to get $5.
To settlement to avoid uncertainties and expenses associated with continuing the case. Now, look, is a settlement admitting that you did the do? Yes, no. Technically, it's all good, babe. Don't worry about it. If you have any questions,
these the schizo edits do improve retention, but you can only do so many of them. If you're not actually this is just nothing. It's all filler.
Mouth. That's kind of what this means. But at any rate,
and I mean, live streams are often all filler. Like we've been talking about we spent an hour and a half talking about a 7-minute video. So I am guilty of this as well. But the difference is that I'm not complaining about having lower viewers. And in fact, my viewers are increasing in many of my channels.
It says right here, am I a settlement class member? Our records indicate you may be a settlement class member. Settlement class members include all individuals who purchased a video game from the GameStop website from August 18th, 2020 through April 17th, 2025, and who, at the time of the purchase, were a member of Facebook and maintained a public Facebook profile using their actual name. I am definitely on this list because I bought a PS5. I bought like 3 PS5s from GameStop's online website in 2020. There.
All right, chat. If he bought 3 PS5s, press 1 in chat. If you think he got 3 PS5 secured, press 2. You know, maybe he even secured one for our bro Aussie. that's an old joke. That's only the legends in chat will remember that one.
Therefore, I'm entitled to cold hard cash off the backs of the GameStop executive. Oh, I'm so excited to get my several dollars. I gotta put this out there.
Oh, he put their Minecraft sound effect in. That's that editor's getting paid.
The next part is shocking. The next part is riveting. Okay, it's riveting as hell. Okay, you could attach an entire front bumper on a race car with how riveting this is gonna be. What can
I can't drive, so I didn't understand that meme. BP as my designated driver. Was that funny?
Get in this settlement, everybody. If approved by the court, the defendant will establish a gross settlement amount of $4 million.
You guys are being really mean, honestly. Like, I think that this video isn't good, and that Camelot needs to retool his content. But like, I don't think he's a bad YouTuber. He's very successful. He's made over he said he made over $1.5 million over YouTube over like 7 years. That's quite good. But he's complaining about that, which again, if you spend all your money on Zoom, that can be an issue. I mean, he makes more on his streams than I do by a wide margin. I get more views than him, but I mean, he's got more loyal. He's got that loyal audience. Loyal. I got that disloyal chat. And like, I liked his fight milk stick for a while. We did that. We tried that a couple times on our stream. That was fun. Do you guys remember when I got the quail eggs and we pretended it was crow eggs, and then we had the vodka milk and eggs, and we were taking our shirts off, and we had Cool Frog, and then we grifted over to Cool Frog's stream, and we made him like $400 or something. That was fun. It was fun. Come on, it was just wholesome fun.
$500,000. Oh my god, it's so much money.
How long ago was that? Was that like 1 year ago? It feels like an eternity ago. What happened to Cool Frog? I haven't seen him in a while.
The settlement. You may elect to receive either a cash payment of $5
a month.
Oh my god, it's so good for the skin.
That's like almost $1 per minute of watch time that we've currently gone through. We're currently at 4 minutes and 51 seconds of this video, and we're about to receive $5 dues.
I can't do this anymore. I can't take this shit no more. I can't take this shit no more, man. The settlement is for $5. We are rich. Everybody in chat, GameStop has been ordered to pay $5 to us for selling our personal data. Oh my god. Look, times are tough. Okay? Times are tough. And
why are you playing this? Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every day I could feel my phantom limbs. Basically because I think the chat needs to learn a lesson. And I'm going to teach them today.
I need that $5 more than you know. But I still feel slighted.
All right, the MUFG, like the bank is actually calling me now. Sorry, I forgot to sign into my YouTube Premium account again.
$5 for my
$5?
Shit, I would have sold it for 10. You may elect to receive.
All right, I think we've seen enough. The chat, I think, have subjected. This goes on for an additional 3 minutes. Would you consider this to be an all-time banger? Camelot says, new algorithm is unbelievable. Extremely high click-through rate. Basically no views. Brutal tube. How would you rate this video out of 10? And like I said, I feel like this is a bad video, but like... She's asleep. It's not great. It's not great. Oh my god. They're throwing the tomatoes. Oh man. How can you do this? You can't take it more, man. I like the way Camelot talks. I think he's fine. Like I said, I think he stands by his boy. He has his fun zoom. Like I'll call him Crash a lot. I'll call him Crossdress a lot. That's fine. But he's living his dream. I just wish he would stop crying and pretending that getting $700 a day is that his. And then it's like, this is my last stream. See you Wednesday. And then he does another $700. Like he has like for all you can say about Camelot. Okay, maybe you think that I'm sweeping for Camelot. That's not the case. But no matter what you can say about Camelot, he has a dedicated, loyal audience that give him hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and that's cool. I think that's good. Like he's got a nice group of pay pigs for him. Okay, my chat just throws tomatoes and doesn't like me. So, but I think we have a symbiotic relationship. Okay, they prevent me from going insane and coking out. And I don't know what they get out of this. I don't know. All right. My girlfriend is actually very sleepy, and she's tired of me yelling at strangers on the internet, and I don't want to spend another hour explaining why I'm doing so. So you guys earned the tax-free, so I'll play that. This is a shorter stream tonight. We'll probably do dinosaurs tomorrow, so hang on to the dinosaur stream channel for that. Or if something else comes up, I will see y'all tomorrow. And I want to say that, like, maybe YouTube did change some content, okay? Maybe YouTube did make some changes. But maybe it's time to make some changes in your own content if nobody's watching. I think that nobody likes clickbait. Nobody likes YouTube AI slop content. Nobody likes this constant engagement baiting that you see on the quartering. Zelda woke raid. Nobody wants to see that. Make content that people will watch after a week. Like if you're dying and you think your YouTube channel's dying, try making a video that people are going to watch 2 weeks from now, or 3 weeks from now, or 4 weeks from now. Maybe don't just try and get out of this day cycle where you've got to talk about the message of the day. Some people can do it. I don't recommend it. I hope you have fun, guys. Do some good shit. My last stream ever, man. I can't take it no more, man. Yeah, last stream over to see you tomorrow. We'll play some tax-free for you, and then I'll head out. This is only not even 2 hours stream, but like since I did 6 hours yesterday, I feel like I get to divide it by 2. So it's almost like I did a 3-hour stream. That's how this works, right? Peace, chat, and...
Of course you did, but there's the truth and the truth.
Did you hear me? It is tax-free. My Zannies, my hookers, my super chats too. Hit that button, cause every single super chat I got it tax-free. Tax-free. Take out your pill bottles, shake your pills, because it's gonna be tax-free. Tax-free, tax-free. Tell your wiggers that we got it. Tax-free in my little tin shack. Cats flying in tornadoes. Gun flopping up and down, let's get the guns out. Gun, 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 gun. Shake it around when it's tax-free. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. It's a tip, so it's tax-free. But wiggle. You best not fold the bullshit because these super chats, they all tax-free. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yo, Faith, don't make me say it. Squeeze. Child support, Faith, it's tax-free. Compass Sneed, cause it's tax-free. That's right, bitch. Now kiss my Gucci hat, I say kiss it. It's authentic, bitch. It's time to gun out. Shake your gun like you mean it. Squeeze. Welcome to the kill stream. This song. Wiggle, wiggle. What you mean I'm drunk? I'm sober, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Maybe one more. So take out your pill bottles and shake your pills, and wiggle, 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 wiggle.